Hello. In the previous session, we have seen the hydraulic accumulator. In this session, we are going to see the hydraulic intensifier and hydraulic crane. So let's start with hydraulic intensifier. As name indicates, the intensifier is used to increase the intensity of pressure of water, and high pressure water is supplied for the application. This device is used when a single source cannot supply the high pressure water for the application. So let's see how it works. This system consists of a fixed ram here. The fixed ram consists of a central bore. From that bore, the high pressure water is supplied to the machine for the application. This fixed ram surrounds one inverted sliding cylinder. This cylinder is moving up and down. This movable cylinder surrounds one more inverted fixed cylinder. This fixed cylinder consists of low pressure water. This system consists of 4 ports. This is first port from where low pressure water is supplied inside the system. Second port where low pressure water is supplied to the reservoir. This is third port from where again low pressure water can be supplied to the system, and fourth port from where high pressure water is supplied for the application. So all the port consist of the valves. These valves can be open and closed. Initially these two valves are closed and these two valves are open. So when this valve get open, low pressure water from the supply come inside the fixed ram and moving inside this portion of the sliding cylinder. When this low pressure water enters here, it will apply the force on the top side of the sliding cylinder. That's why the sliding cylinder is moving up, and that force which is going to apply by low pressure water is equal to pressure into area. So P is the pressure of water available here, multiply by capital A is the area of outer area of this movable sliding cylinder. Now due to this movement, the low pressure water is supplied from the exhaust to the reservoir. So this is what is happening in its first case. In the first case, low pressure water enters in this sliding cylinder, and sliding cylinder is moving in the upward direction due to application of the force by the liquid, and low pressure water from this fixed cylinder is exhausted. Now it is required to close these two valves. Now the valves which were closed initially, now these valves are going to open. So from this valve again low pressure water is supplied to the system, which is going to apply the force on the sliding cylinder in the downward direction. So due to this force, this sliding cylinder is moving in the downward direction. So whatever low pressure water is available in its previous stroke, now it gets pressurized due to the downward movement of the sliding cylinder, and that's why its pressure is increases and high pressure water is supplied for the application. Now let's see the equations or intensity of pressure of the water which is supplied from the system. Now as discussed, P is the intensity of pressure of water from supply to the fixed cylinder or low pressure water. A is the external area of the sliding cylinder. Now the force exerted by low pressure water on sliding cylinder in the downward direction. So P is the intensity of pressure here, A is the outer area of this sliding cylinder. So P into A is the force applied by low pressure water here in the downward direction. Now small a is the area of the end of fixed ram, and P star is intensity of pressure of water in the sliding cylinder. So P is the intensity of water here, and small a is the outer area of the ram, which is close to the inner area of this sliding cylinder. So the force applied on this sliding cylinder in the upward direction is equal to pressure multiplied by area. So here pressure is P star and small a is the area of the cross sectional area of the outer fixed ram. Now these two forces are equal, therefore we can equate these two equations, and finally we can obtain the intensity of pressure supplied from the system, and which is equal to P into capital area upon small area. We know that this ratio of A by small a is always more than 1, because this fixed cylinder area is always more than the small area, so their ratio is always more than 1. So it is possible to increase the intensity of pressure, and we can take the advantage. Now we are going to see the hydraulic crane. We know that hydraulic cranes are commonly used in the workshops, warehouses and dock sidings for lifting and transferring the heavy loads. It consists of mast, tie, jib along with a guide pulley. At the end, the wire rope is wound around this guide pulley. At the end of this wire rope, the load which is going to lift or transfer can be attached. With the help of jib, the radius of approach of the crane can be increased or decreased. With the help of mast and jib, the jib or crane can be revolve about its vertical axis and reach up to maximum possible area. The jigger, this is called as jigger. Other end of this wire rope is wound on the jigger. Jigger consists of two pulleys. One is movable pulley and other is fixed pulley. To the movable pulley, the movable ram is attached. In this movable ram surrounds a fixed cylinder. In the fixed cylinder, the high pressure fluid can enters. So whenever it is required to lift heavy load, the high pressure liquid will enters inside this fixed cylinder, and that will apply the force on movable ram. So movable ram is moving in the upward direction. That's why the movable pulley is also moving in the upward direction. So due to this movement, distance between two pulley is going to increase, and that's why the wire rope is going to wound here, and due to this the heavy load can be lifted. For the lowering of the load, the pressurized liquid can be sent outside of this fixed cylinder, and that will lower the weight. So this is a simple working mechanism of the hydraulic crane. Thank you.